Kim Prentice has this wonderful 4-year-old Soho Tribeca engaged, and he draws barrier number 12. How do you assess it now, about 10 or 15 minutes after that draw?
Yeah, initially when the 12 come out, mate, I was pretty disappointed, but the more you look at the draw, you don't really know what's going to happen early. But a lot of times bad draws over 2,900 can be a favour. So all I can go by is the way the horse is, the way he worked this morning, and look, he's a much better horse this week than last week.
You always were looking forward to getting him over a trip in the 2,900 metres. You believe is his best trip?
Well, the 2,500 maybe, but I know he'll run the 29 as strong as anything. So as long as there's a little bit of fireworks early, it doesn't have to be a lot. But, you look at the Inter Dominions, there's, a fair bit happening and they're running, and, the horses back in the field got into it. So, the only thing I don't really want to do is cut the little bull on my back into the race at the 1,000 or whatever. But if that's the case, that's what we've got to do. That's what we've got to do.
It's going to be a fascinating tactical race now in the back of the field, because Jen will be playing cat and mouse. You'll be waiting for something to go. Michael Brennan says the bucket list can come out 3 wide without cover. They're not going to die wondering before they head for a spell. It makes it an intriguing race.
It definitely does, and, like last week I was lucky I got a real nice card into the race, but I know he doesn't have to be carded in the race. He can be the first one to go 3 wide, and as long as the first 1,200 of the races run at good speed, but if they walk and they get home real quick, well then it's going to make it tough, but hopefully that's not going to happen.
You taught Justin Prentice everything he knows, barrier number 1 in a pacing cup. If you were Justin Prentice, would you be holding the front with Major Reality?
If she works well this week, and like they're a little bit disappointed, she got held up last week. So, the whole thing around GP. And look, her form over 2,500 is unbelievable. So the 29's not going to worry her. So I'd love to say JP hold up and run like hell.
Who's the horse to beat in your eyes?
Oh, Chicago Bull. He's a fantastic little 4-year-old. I just love good horses, racing good horses. And, for the 2 4-year-olds to finish off last week together, we've raced each other 4 times. He's won twice, I've won twice. So just hopefully I can go one better.
What is it with these 4-year-olds? Because Lazarus is a complete and utter freak. We've seen what he's been able to do in New Zealand and against the Open class, winning a New Zealand Cup. But back here in WA, we've seen Soho Tribeca and Chicago Bull just completely dominate the Fremantle Pacing Cup early doors. You don't see that too often when you get 2 4-year-olds start favourite in a Pacing Cup, a WA Pacing Cup.
Yeah, you don't. I've always loved 4-year-old racing. I'd prefer to have less money in 2-year-old racing, and the Golden Nugget meant so much to me, but I've always wanted to win a Golden Nugget because I just reckon 4-year-old racing are the up-and-comers, and for those 2 to do what they did last week, I thought it was brilliant, and just hope we can do the same this week.
Very best of luck, Kim.
Thanks, buddy.